You have no idea the amount of ignorant mess we're about to get into right now.
Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Tiara.
Hello.
All right, guys, we're back. This preview episode is for episode 204, which will be on Deep Cover. This is the 1992 film, directed by Bill Duke. The logline here is David Jason, played by Jeff Goldblum, is the biggest drug dealer in Los Angeles, and Russell Stevens, Larry Fishburne, is an undercover cop who wants to bring him down. Posing as a dealer, Stevens begins to earn the trust of the LA drug underworld, eventually making his way to Jason himself. But along the way, he has to take his cover to depths he's never thought he would have to see, including selling drugs and going to great lengths to eliminate potential competitors for Jason's drug cartel. You can watch this on HBO Max. So check that out. We will go in depth for Deep Cover. I know a lot of people wanted us to do this for a while, actually, and I've also wanted to do it. So it finally is available. So it should be fun. So we will get into that next week. Random topic this week is on DaBaby, rapper from somewhere. I don't know or care.
Charlotte.
That sounds about right. He's just got a heavy accent, so I don't know. But he went on a homophobic rant. We're not going to play it here, but he went on a homophobic rant on the other day at Rolling Loud while he was on stage. And apparently, well, aren't those the consequences of his actions? He got canceled at Lollapalooza, I believe, and at some other festival or something like that as well. There's a lot here. I mean, obviously it's 2021 and apparently only DaBaby and Matt Damon realize, that maybe you can't say shitty things about gay people. It's not 1992 anymore. So I guess, what are your thoughts on, I'll read his apology because it's, it feels.
Are you gonna read his first apology or the one his PR team wrote?
I guess my guess is, this is, definitely a PR one because it says LGBTQ plus, community. And there's no way that nigga is saying that.
And also use the words like
trigger,
like triggering. I'm like, you
did not write
like
this.
That.
Like, no. He says, quote, I want to apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV/AIDS, and I know my education on this is important. Social media moves so fast that people want to that's his second thing, right? This is like.
So the apology starts with, the one that you just read, that's the second paragraph. But he starts with talking about how social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you have the opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes and da 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 da.
Okay, one, I don't like that sentence because opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from my mistakes. Who is he educating? Like, that's if his PR team wrote that, that's a terrible fucking sentence. Like that
that's probably when he had input so that way people could tell like when he was involved.
They were like, don't write that. He was like, nah, I got this. I'm a rapper. It was like, you about to fuck. These are not lyrics you should be putting together. Like, this is fucking terrible. Says, quote, as a man who has had to make his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance has been challenging. He added, I appreciate that many people who came to me with kindness, who reached out to me privately to offer wisdom, education, and resources. That's what I needed, and it was received. I guess that's 50 Cent, right? Isn't he counseling him in these times of trouble?
So,
all right, tell us why you hating on this black man, this innocent black man, just rapping, trying to make his way through hard circumstances.
There are a few things that I think is just so funny about this. His first apology was him posting something on Insta stories or the IG carousel, like don't fight hate with hate, but it's all in pride colors. And he was like, y'all are free to be you, and I should be free to be me. That was like his first apology. And people were like, what the fuck are you doing? Basically him trolling. Now, it really hit the fan when folks like Elton John started speaking out against him. Dua Lipa, who is now like a big star, and he did a song with recently, came out. Madonna came out against him.
Yeah, that's like Elton John makes sense, right? Like he's dealt with clearly this exact thing with Eminem. Why is Madonna there? Like I feel like you
Isn't
just
Madonna like a gay icon for white men?
Okay, that's true.
That sounds right.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So
it's just weird because like she's completely irrelevant to almost anything else. But go ahead.
But it's funny to me because I've noticed like a lot of this coverage really hasn't mentioned that another part of his very problematic appearance at this place, I can't remember what it was called,
it's Rolling Loud
or whatever. He performed with Tory Lanez right after Megan Thee Stallion performed. So this all happened like the same time. So Megan Thee Stallion performed.
Megan Thee Stallion played at the same place Tory Lanez played at?
Yes. And then DaBaby came out and performed with Tory Lanez.
So, Micah, you have no idea about what's happening in the young people's world. So you don't know any of those people.
I know Megan Thee Stallion because I'm a man and she's an attractive woman. I don't know who Tory Lanez is.
He shot Megan Thee Stallion.
He shot her.
Yeah, he like legitimately. Like in the foot. Yeah, he shot her.
My goodness.
Like that's a weird thing to say, but that actually happened.
He shot her in the foot.
Yeah.
So, all right. So brief recap for Micah. It was like a year ago, last summer. They were riding around in LA. They got into an argument. Tory Lanez pulled out a gun, shot Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion did not tell the cops that there was a gun because she didn't want the police to shoot a black man. But Tory Lanez was like, it wasn't me. I didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. Turns out it was him. Megan Thee Stallion hasn't been messing with him ever since. DaBaby, who she's collaborated with, was kind of being mad, disrespectful to her, still making music with Tory Lanez and kind of poking fun at Megan Thee Stallion. Tory Lanez came out with a whole album sort of poking fun at Megan Thee Stallion, the whole incident. Last weekend, or 2 weeks at this point, they performed together right after Megan Thee Stallion leaves the stage.
I mean, okay. All right. First, maybe this is the misogynist in me, but I'm gonna need these grown ass men to leave this woman alone. Like, stop making diss records about a woman. Like, be a fucking man, But that's number two. Number one, don't shoot nobody.
Yeah, that seems like a number one.
How about that? Don't shoot nobody.
I'm mad you said something. Wow. Like, what are you doing?
I'll also say this, like, I mean, no offense to men who are 5'9" and under.
Don't do that.
But
don't do that. Don't do that.
5'8" and under.
5'8".
Thank you. I looked down on them quite literally. Thank you.
But Tory Lanez is like 5'2". I don't know if this is true, but that nigga is short, and so is DaBaby.
Right. I like to just point out, people make fun of my height. I'm like I'm a giant in Hollywood when it comes to movies and music. Everybody there is 5'5". Get out of here.
So he's 5'3". Okay, so I was close.
Tory Lanez. Is it Kevin Hart 5'3"?
Huh?
Wait, no, but isn't Megan Thee Stallion like 6 feet tall? Like she's like pretty tall. So. She was one of the niggas who's 5'3". Damn.
I don't know if they were together or anything like that. But
I wouldn't even hang out with people who
that
are
is
5'3".
This just plays to my unscientific theory that short niggas have issues.
There's something called a Napoleon complex.
Like it's a psychological, like it happens so much that there's a psychological term for it.
Right.
Look, wow, this is one, we need to do better for I hope Megan Thee Stallion, I wish her nothing but the best. I think she's adorable, not like just physically. Like she seems like a very cool person. No, nigga shoot me in the foot. I'm telling. No, he did it. He did it. And it got, what happens.
Yeah. Well, let the chips fall where they may.
Let the bullets fly where they may. In your fucking, you know what? Whatever.
They probably have a hard time. He's very small. It's like
yeah, this is like, oh, he keeps ducking them.
He'd be all right. Fuck that guy.
You got to shoot the ground and shit. I just read what DaBaby said in his thing. Yeah, no, we like it's just it's like catching a stray. It's like the homosexual community just caught a stray for no reason. You got to eliminate this type of language right now. Let me ask you a question, because I hopped on Facebook not a couple days ago, saw somebody that Jay and I went to school with, and he shared a story from someone else who has a very hotepish name. And the person that Jay and I went to school with, he says that he 100% agrees with this post. And the post reads with a picture. I guess this is DaBaby. This is not a very good looking gentleman. The post says, you can make misogynistic lyrics. You can make lyrics directing violence at Black people. You can use the N-word endlessly, but make a statement that offends Jews or the LGBT community, and you will be shut down and canceled. Why doesn't this happen when women and Black people are disparaged and attacked in music? I suppose attacks on women and Black people are acceptable and simply considered to be entertainment. Reality teaches us that lyrics that promote mistreatment and violence against Black men and women in general are actually far more dangerous and perpetuates much more violence against these two groups, but no one ever gets canceled for it. I feel like every logical fallacy has been applied here.
Thank you. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, zero context. Zero context.
Right.
The average person in a song talking about violence against Black men in rap music are Black men. It's not white men going, like, Eminem doesn't make "I'ma shoot a bunch of Black people" lyrics. Like, that's not how it's worked. The vast majority of people talking about violence against other people in rap music are Black men. This is like inarguable. The reason why they're not canceled is because you can shit on your own people. If Lil Nas X was said it'd be weird if he did a homophobic rant, that doesn't really make sense. But if he made some shitty commentary about other gay people, guess what? Some people might have a problem with it, but he's not going to get in trouble like DaBaby would because he's not in that community versus Lil Nas X, who is in that community. It's not that fucking hard to understand. And if you have a problem understanding it, maybe you're not very smart. Like, if a woman makes a rap song criticizing other women about their behavior, guess what? She's not good. Some people might get up in arms about it, but it's not the same as if a dude comes out and was like, all these bitches is hoes. It doesn't work like that. No. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was so I couldn't wait to discuss this with you all. Go ahead, TR. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, also, if anyone has followed DaBaby just a little bit, his behavior shouldn't necessarily come as a surprise. But because he was, I think, sued a year or so ago for punching a woman at his concert because he thought that she was a dude.
Yeah, that was his get out of jail free card. That was his excuse. What?
Yeah.
She was trying to take a picture of him when he walked on stage, and he just punched her.
Yeah.
So even if it was a guy, why?
Why?
Nigga, you're a celebrity now. What the fuck is your problem?
Jay, you mentioned earlier something about 50 Cent mentoring him. I've heard that. I'm not exactly sure. So
that's what I've heard. I don't know. That's a terrible choice in mentors, by the way.
But also,
it really is. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but 50 Cent is like, I mean, at this point, we all know who 50 Cent is, right? I don't know if 50 Cent, if 50 Cent would have come out today, he wouldn't be able to pull off the antics he does. But 50 Cent has been around for a long time and is, whether we like it or not, wildly successful, especially since he's in like TV and television now with Power and all that. DaBaby does not have that kind of clout or reach at all.
No.
And the problem with DaBaby is that he tried to do a lot of concern trolling over the last few days, and he also said something that really bothered me, which is he said these white people want our culture and everything, but they don't want this side of it. And I'm like, homophobia is not unique to Black culture. So don't do that.
Don't label us with that.
Right. Like, leave us out of it.
That's like when Whoopi Goldberg was like, dog fighting is Black people culture. Don't do that.
No.
No.
That's all you.
That's some shit you are cool with. That's not some shit I'm cool with. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, I read today or yesterday that these music festivals were supposed to get like an apology, a video recorded apology from DaBaby.
He didn't do that.
And he didn't do it, which led to him getting dropped from a bunch of big name festivals, including the New York Governor's Ball, which he was supposed to perform. So, and also I think it's important to remember that he also has a team of people who also rely on him to be successful so that way they get paid. So at some point, someone was like, look, you are fucking up the bag for all of us. You need to come out here and apologize, but it's too late because he's already shown you how much he doesn't care about the things he said because he went on social media and talked about it, giving a shitty ass apology in the first place. And that's why someone threw, as he said, a busted ass Adidas. At him.
I wish it had hit him. He does have good reflexes, like George W. Bush.
So, I saw folks defending him, saying like how he probably grew up in a bad neighborhood, which apparently some people said he didn't or whatever. But that doesn't. What does that have to do with anything? Again, stop labeling. Stop excusing his behavior that way.
Yo, we have to stop. Look, white people try to do that shit with Matt Damon, right? Like the same time this is all happening, Matt Damon's like, can you not use the F word? Okay, people? That's crazy. I had to get my 20-year-old daughter to tell me 9 minutes ago that wasn't cool in 2021, right?
But then right there, Matt Damon was like, I never use it personally. I'm like, okay.
I said it in a movie. I thought it was okay to say. Shut up.
Right. And look, people trying to excuse that guy or whatever. No, man. Like, look, he lives a life of massive privilege. He's a rich, privileged white guy and all this. He's also from fucking Boston. Relax. Okay. Like, when he came up in a terrible environment. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You're a grown up. You're a grown up. You know there are things that you say and there are things that you don't say, right? The world is changing. Like, it's not like we discovered that rants against LGBT folks, calling them, the F word or whatever. It's not 1992 where someone's like, hey man, we should like wreck that guy's career. And it's like, oh, everybody says this and like, this is like a generally accepted thing. Then you'd be like, okay, like, all right, we're all moving in direction, but like, don't do it again. Like, that's how it happened. And eventually we hit a point where everyone knew. Yeah, we're at that point. Everyone knows that this is unacceptable behavior. You don't fucking say shit like that. So like, but I do want to go back to that post that Micah read because it triggered like a thought that I had the other day about like criticizing, about like, as far as like criticizing groups and shit like that. I was like listening, like I just had music on in the house, right? And Lauryn Hill's Doo-Wop came on, which is a song I like. Like it's a really good song. It's fucking great. Everybody knows it. And if you don't, what are you, 12? But it's before she went crazy. And like, if you listen to the lyrics of that song, all it is criticizing people for doing things that she deems are not acceptable behavior. Women especially, by the way. Like, There's a whole part about like wearing fake nails, done by Koreans, wearing your hair like a European white woman. Like, it's all judgment. But when that song came out, people were like, oh, this is a banger track. Like, nobody gave a shit. Why? She can say that shit because she's talking about women. Guys kind of got a little mad when she had the second verse about men, and they were like, I don't like all that. And it was like, it's a banger. So, like, who cares, right? Like, you're allowed to criticize and say this shit if you're in that group. You are. Like, it just is what it is. So, like, that whole post makes no sense. Like, it literally lacks any level of context or nuance whatsoever, which, of course, like, that's why it's on Facebook. But, like, as far as DaBaby's rant and, like, the response to it, people going, oh, you can't cancel him. I saw a bunch of people say, you can't cancel him. He don't give a fuck, blah, 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 blah. Look, canceling is not really a thing. Right? We can't say you're canceled. You're no longer able to be in society. I think that's like how people think about it. No, canceling is what Lollapalooza did. We're going to cancel you from performing. Yeah. Like, no, that's very real. Like, and people are, well, that's messing with his freedom of speech. That's not what freedom of speech is.
That's not.
And you know what?
Why are people so bad at understanding what the Constitution says? You can read it for free. Like, no, what are you talking about?
Jay, we already know how dumb people are.
Every day I see people try to use the Constitution. This is a country, freedom of speech. You can't. All right, fine. You go repeat what Lil Baby said. You get on the PA system at your job. And you do the same thing and say the exact words he said. See how many minutes it takes for them to pack your shit up in a banker's box and walk your ass to the front door.
I hate to be the young person on this show, but Lil Baby is a different rapper.
Oh, I'm sorry, DaBaby. I apologize. I know I didn't mean to mix up baby characters. I apologize.
Don't besmirch the good name of Lil Baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like he's probably getting tweets and he's like, yo, it wasn't me. From like fucking boomers like me. I can't believe.
You know what though? The thing is with DaBaby is like he doubled down so much that now like
he can't
the entertainment industry is going to make an example out of him.
Yep.
So I don't feel bad for this nigga at all. Him and his ignorance of Questlove proudly saying like, I don't know who this nigga is. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Look, if you don't, your hip hop knowledge is terrible. Like, you don't know who he is? You don't know who the leader of the Roots is? Interesting.
And like, I think only time will tell to see if he's actually serious about what he did. But no, probably not.
He's sorry he got caught.
And also, like, T.I. came to his defense. Lil Boosie came to his defense.
Yo, that's the worst team. That's the worst team.
Oh, I need to find T.I.'s comments because
T.I. Look,
they were just the legion of niggas just came and formed up, boy.
T.I. was just arrested in Amsterdam, by the way, like last night. But
no, I'd be like, please don't come to my defense. I'm good. I don't need either one of you.
Yeah.
T.I. says DaBaby is getting bullied, villainized, crucified. That's not equality.
What? What does that even mean? Well, I will never forget T.I. when he had his podcast. I don't know if it's still a thing where he was like, "Yes, you have to." What is it?
Wasn't it indubitably?
Some shit like that.
Expeditiously.
Yeah. That's what it was. With the T.I.
Yeah. Oh my god. When that dude was like, you have to wonder why are Beyond Burgers so good? Some people say they're made from human meat. I was like, this nigga is done. I'm done with him, yo. I'm done with this nigga forever. You can't just say shit like that. That's stupid.
Nigga think he eating Soylent Green.
Right, yo. Yo, it's soy, yo. Just relax.
I say it. His character in Ant-Man is smarter than T.I. is in real life, and his character in Ant-Man isn't that smart. So.
That feels right. Look. They don't have to bring you back for the third one, dog. You could have just died.
I think they're not bringing him back.
Oh, they're not. That's right.
No,
because because exactly. Him and his wife got caught like beating on women or like prostitution or some crazy shit.
Yeah, human trafficking.
Yeah, human trafficking.
Him and his wife.
That's right.
So T.I. said, why do words
what happened to just getting rich and just sleeping with a bunch of attractive women? Wasn't that what rap was about for a long time? Just make your money, fuck whoever you want, and just shut the fuck up the rest of the time. That's it.
Well, he says, why do words cause such a visceral reaction that will lead to someone trying to attack, villainize, demonize, crucify, and condemn? Oh, you know he thought that was fire.
He was like, I might put that in my next song. But
he said that.
Who tried to attack him?
He said, that shit is like now you what? That shit is like now you bullying. God, yeah, I swear, y'all, I can read. I
swear, y'all, I can read.
Well, y'all.
Oh, T.I. He can't write too good.
We all stopped up on behalf of gays and lesbians and people in the gay community because we thought it was some bullshit for y'all to have to be bullied. But I don't think any of us did that to feel like you would now have the authority to come and bully us.
Yo,
the rapper says
you're attacking them. They didn't just fucking come out and like gay people were like, I didn't like the way you put that lyric together in that song that had nothing to do with gay people. No, you went on a fucking rant about gay people and HIV. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, man, stop.
And he says you don't get to condemn people just because they think differently than you.
Oh,
That's
really? Really? Black people are saying
justice.
this? Really?
That's not hip-hop.
Shut up, yo. Yo, as a black man, so the Klan can come out and say any disparaging shit about you. Donald Trump could say any disparaging shit about black people. Just call y'all niggas on TV. Anything. You'd be cool with it, right? You'd be cool with it? Stop lying, yo.
Right,
stop lying.
Difference of opinion.
Get the fuck out of here. You'd be like, yo, string this fat fuck up. That's what you would say. Get out of here. Like, don't pretend like you would not be offended by people's words. We lived through the last 4 years. Don't do that. That is profoundly ignorant, and it's a fucking lie.
Oh no, I didn't know. He said, "Oh God, what are you talking about?" He said, speaking further on hip hop culture, T.I. said there have been enormous considerations within the culture, within the community of hip hop, enormous considerations meant for our gay and lesbian brothers and sisters because we feel they are also one of us. You dig? But we don't have to feel that same way in return. It took you a while to accept the difference in yourself to where you could share it with the world. T.I. added. So if it took you that time to accept yourself, how long do you think it would take us to accept you? Yeah, you got to give us some time too. Someone lock him up for all the human trafficking shit he's doing because I
don't like dumb people, man. I'm not a fan.
I think my brain is about to break.
Indubitably.
It's gonna break expeditiously.
So wait, he's saying that it took because it took people time to come out.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sounded
now
out. Mm-hmm.
They have to give him time to accept it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Something that it don't affect you though. It don't affect you. Like, what do you care?
I don't understand that.
Yo.
I think these dudes are afraid that they can be turned.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
I feel like if they think that if a dude is too close to them, like they might be susceptible to a gay man's charms. And
maybe they are. And look, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's on you.
He compared DaBaby to Lil Nas X, saying if Lil Nas X can kick his shit in peace, so should DaBaby. What? Like,
when did Lil Nas X attack anybody?
They sound just like racist white people.
Yes.
They don't stop and think about the things that they're saying and how white people say the same shit about black people.
Well, what's the line that pisses people off? Black men are the white people of black people.
Straight black
men are the white people of black people. Yeah. Like Lil Nas X and DaBaby are the same. Why? They're both just doing their thing, guys. That's come on. That's not what's happening.
Speaking of white people, he said, I thought we kind of let our hair down and disqualify the BS because if we supposed to not trip, if we see white people saying nigga singing along with the song, how is we held to such a
I can watch you read T.I. statements all day.
The only thing that'll make this better is if you put on a Southern accent.
I'm not doing that.
Don't do that.
I'm not disrespecting my Southern family like that.
You ain't disrespecting them. You disrespected him.
I'm not. You can do that.
You dig?
God, like, that was painful.
I like T.I.'s point. It was well thought out. I thought he really took time to really dig into the issue and make a robust and intelligent.
He did his research, Jay. He clearly did his research.
That's all I'm asking for people to do. Be as researched as T.I. is on issues of homophobia.
And
it's not that hard to not be an asshole, man. It really isn't. It's not that hard.
And also, like, fuck everyone who's coming towards the fence, because you're stigmatizing a group of people who've already been heavily stigmatized by HIV and AIDS already, right, and blatantly ignoring that there are people who are living healthy, full lives with those illnesses today.
Right.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's bigotry for you. I don't really understand bigotry.
I have literally never understood as an adult why on earth you give so much of a fuck about what other people do in their bedrooms. I never understood it. Like, I don't get it. Like, just worry about what's going on in your life. You don't have to worry about anything else. There has never been a time where I've been like shopping and then just like a gang of gay dudes came in and just were like, put this on and dance to this music. I was like, oh, my life is being affected directly. It's never happened. It's never happened. It's never happened to anybody. Relax. Just live your fucking life and stop being a dick to people. It's not that hard.
And DaBaby was like, and because I remember in his first apology, he was talking about how there was a dude with the crop top on in the front row of his show, like having a good time. I'm like, again, you sound like a racist white person who's willing to accept a black person's money to see them perform, but you still don't respect them as a human being. And what is not getting through to you?
It sounds like he wants to fuck the guy in the crop top in the front row. Maybe he does. Nigga, you don't have a shirt on.
Also, that's a shitty, like
style.
You don't know the position you put that dude in, right? Like,
right.
If that dude is just like, well, I don't agree with that. Guess what? Now he's got a mob around him.
Right. You put that guy in danger.
Yeah, man. So
and you're assuming his sexuality and you don't know a thing about that person.
Just stop saying that shit, yo. Like, look.
Also, niggas in the 80s, mad crop tops. Like, that was a thing.
I'll meet you halfway, because you're not going to change a 30-year-old man's mentality without that 30-year-old man, like, being affected by it directly. So I'll meet you.
The baby is 30 years old.
He's my age.
So 29, 30, something like that.
And he still don't know? All right.
So wow. I'll meet you halfway. How about you just don't say your ignorant shit in public? You say all the ignorant shit you want in private, even though you shouldn't, right? You shouldn't, but it's baby steps at this point.
Too late now. He has already fumbled the bag. And it's like again, like I think from a marketing or PR perspective, that second paragraph about saying the triggering words or whatever, if he had said that the first time, we would not be talking about him today. He would probably be out there performing at festivals or whatever. Maybe they probably would have told him to lay low for a second, but he probably would have been back on. But now, nah. And I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Hey, look, your stubbornness is just fucking up the bag. So whatever. Look, if you don't understand like how to be a human being towards other people who are not like you in one specific way, like it's really weird. Like I guess because I don't come from whatever world DaBaby comes from, like I have gay friends like that I have plenty in common. Yeah, we don't sleep with the same type of people, but we're also, we have plenty of other like things in common. Like it's weird that that's the only thing that you see as has to be similar. But my thing is, if like DaBaby he's at an age where people start to like solidify and like, I ain't changing type of shit. Look, man, if the only way that dumb niggas understand is that you don't get money, then it is what it is. You can keep putting out mixtapes then. See how that works out for you. You could be on top of the world doing your shit and not being an asshole. Look, there are plenty of rappers making millions of dollars every year. They don't do this shit. It is not a requirement in the rap in rap at all. Like it was for a while. Like you had to be kind of a dick. Like, and it was wildly acceptable to be like homophobic or whatever. Then we got past that shit, and a couple people got destroyed over it. And then we were like, it's fine. You can make plenty of rap lyrics without being a homophobic asshole. You can. Like, I don't see any of the super big names. They don't do this shit. They don't have to. So just make your fucking music. You don't have to do that. And like, what was even happening during the concert that he felt the need to do this?
Yeah, yo. Why is AIDS top of mind?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think your point of like, these dudes think like, oh, I might be susceptible to this shit. Like, it's like secret gay Republicans are like, I hate gays. They're the worst. You're like, yo, I just asked you what kind of ice cream you wanted. Like, why are you screaming about this shit? And then you find out they're like, they got Grindr at the front of their phone. They're like, oh, I use it all the time. Like, relax. Nobody's asking your opinions on HIV or gay folks at all. Just play your music. You don't have to be a fucking asshole about it.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, man. Like, look, I don't feel bad for I don't feel bad for this dude. I don't feel bad that his, a couple shows got canceled or whatever, because he's still gonna be all right. That's the one criticism that I have about black people, is that not that we forgive, is that we forgive way too quickly. And it's not, and look, it's not even black people. Like half of us agree with this dude, right? So I don't know. In this country, when you are famous, you can bounce back pretty quick.
Yeah, you can.
And if it's something like this, I feel like he will be able to bounce back. Because like you said, black men are the white people, straight black men are the white people of black people. I feel like he can bounce back from this because it's about another minority.
Yeah.
But if it was about anything else, I don't know. Well, I don't understand stupid shit, yo. And I'm a stupid guy.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying.
I think this is going to stick with him for a little bit. Just because of the really big names that came out against him, and because he has, again, like that doubling down stuff, I think has been a big reason why he's lost so many opportunities. And like I said, they're going to make an example out of him, and time will tell if he'll be able to bounce back. But if there's anyone who's going to give him a chance, it's going to be straight, homophobic, black dudes in hip hop.
Yeah. But look, sadly, I don't think it's just them. Like, I don't listen to his music, right? So, like, me saying, like, I'm not going to listen means nothing, right?
Oh, his songs sound the same to me.
Is he like a mumble rapper, or is he good? I don't know. I mean, he must be, right? People were lined up to people, to pay to see him, right?
The songs I like most of his are the ones he did with Megan Thee Stallion.
Interesting. Hating on a black man on his solo career. Got it. I only know that one video he did that had the what is that dancing group, the Jabberwockies or whatever. Like, those guys were in his video. Those guys are cool. Like, that's the only, and I'm like, I don't even know anything. I don't even know what song it is. I just saw the video. I was like, all right, this is a cool song. Like, everybody seems to be having, it was like one of those old school, like, Southern videos where everyone is just on a street corner jumping up and down and dancing. I was like, all right.
They said he's been dropped from every festival he was scheduled to perform at, except for Summer Jam. And like I said earlier, the cancellation started after he missed the deadline to deliver a video apologizing before his Lollapalooza set. And he was supposed to deliver a heartfelt video apology for his distasteful remarks, which would have made up for the lackluster apology he made last week, where he said, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business.
That's an arrogant, Look, I get it. You don't want to admit defeat or whatever. You don't want to admit that you're wrong. That's a real bad move in the business world.
Yeah, and also,
man, you want to double down that way? Don't play chicken like that, man. The music industry don't need you. They spit you, they chew you up and spit you out when you don't do anything wrong.
Right? Like, yo, you aren't at a level as a musician to be like that. Like, nigga, there are like 5 people in music who could say some shit. Like, not even, you can't even rant like that, but you could just be like, well, they call me when they ready. Like, there's very few, man. Like Jay-Z, Beyonce, and like, look, they trying to get Eric Clapton the fuck out of here for shit he said in like 1978. Because people were like, they were like, whoa, he's an asshole too? Like, there's very few people who can survive shit like that. DaBaby is not one of them, yo. He's not. Like, unless you got, like, Kanye West is so popular that he can embrace Trumpism and make it out of that shit. And like, people are like, yeah, but what's that new album sound like? Like, that's the level of popularity you have to be at. You are nowhere near that. You're nowhere near that. So you can, fuck around and find out if you want to, but DaBaby will have whatever amount of albums he has, and no one will fucking deal with you after that. Like, again, you be on some mixtapes. Don't fuck up the bag, man, because of your arrogance. Like, think about what you did. And look, if you don't, like Micah said, if you don't agree that you should change or whatever, at least keep your fucking mouth shut.
At the very least.
At the very least.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Shutting up is free. Shutting up is free. Like, come on, man. Like, I will never, and not that I think that's the right move. I think you shouldn't do what you did, period.
No, you shouldn't you shouldn't think like that, period, right? You should change your way of thinking. You should look inside yourself, really come to terms with who you are as an individual. And just, you should, right. Like,
don't be a bigot. I mean, like, just like,
that's it.
Don't be a bigot. I don't know why that's so hard. Like,
it's so hard to be a bigot, right? Like, it's so hard. Like it takes work to be a bigot.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas if you just leave people alone, you don't even have to think about them.
Yeah. Leave them alone.
That's it. Like, you got to go online and write bigotry down. Like, I'll tell you about these people. You don't got to do nothing. If you're not a bigot, you just be like, oh, I'm just going to make some eggs. I don't give a shit. Like,
he thought he could be disrespectful, and people would be like, "Oh, but that's DaBaby, and we know who he is, huh?" And like, no, man.
He said that it was a call to action. That's what his news article says. That it was a call to action.
For who? For what?
During his right. What? And then cited his gay fans that were there or whatever. And,
I bet they're not fans of you now.
Yeah, come on, yo. Man, give me money, man. Give me money.
You'll never see me again. You'll never see me again. Give me DaBaby's money. You'll never see me. You playing Rolling Loud? No, I ain't paying nothing.
I would have someone monitor all. I would just hire someone to do all of my social media accounts. And the thing is, none of us here are bigots, but we would still just have people just write our stuff because what the fuck? We don't.
Yeah, I'm not. Hey, what do you think? Don't worry about what I think. Worry about what my PR manager thinks. Fuck out of here. No, I'm not fucking up my money. Get out of here. Like, I will never understand having like no filter when it comes to like things like this. It's 2021. This dude was doing a rap song and then was like, all right, there's a break between songs. Fuck gay people. Nigga, what? Right. Where did that even come from?
Put your phone in the air if you ain't got AIDS. What?
Like, I mean, I don't, but like, why are we doing this? Like, what is your problem? What is your fucking problem? Again, why is that top of mind for you? It seems a bit weird. Like, it just seems weird.
I feel bad for all the attendees there who are part of the LGBTQ plus community, or probably have HIV and AIDS and just probably haven't told many people about it, or probably are open about it and had to hear that.
Or you're like just a reasonable fucking person who's an ally.
Right.
Like, yo, read the room, my nigga. Read the room. It's 2021. we destroy politicians when they say shit like this. Like, young people do not play when it comes to this type of shit. You have to understand that in 2021, young people are the most vocal about pushing back on people who are anti-trans, which is like easily a much more complicated issue than just being gay, right? In society. It's because it's polarizing even in like the gay community and shit like that.
Right.
Young people are like, nah, fuck that. We're not going to be like our parents who were assholes to these people. Fuck all of that nonsense. You have more gender fluid young people than you've ever had, more bisexual and gay, openly gay and bisexual people in this younger generation than you've ever had, right? Read the room, dude. Why? Like, that doesn't mean, like, you do know that you're as popular, probably slightly less popular than Lil Nas X is. The first fully open gay rapper in American history. You are less popular than he is. But you still think you could do this rant and still just rock with it? No. Like, come on, man. Read the fucking room. Like, let me tell these people about HIV. Yeah, probably not a good idea. Let me shut the fuck up. Like,
does DaBaby have like a lot of like white fans? Like, is he a crossover artist?
I don't know.
He was getting there. I mean, he did that. Like I said, he did that song with Dua Lipa, who's pretty hot right now.
Then he probably is at this point.
Yeah,
like,
so he was on his way to being a crossover artist. Yeah,
like maybe that's it, right? Because like Lil Wayne is a crossover artist, and like the crossover artists of like this, I guess, generation that DaBaby's in, is it because like, well, white people come, like Lil Wayne was like, well, white people come to my shows, so white people ain't racist, right? Like, is it that mentality? Like, oh, I got white people at my shows, so I'm good. I can say whatever I want, right? Like, well, there's a gay guy at my show, and he looks like he's having fun, so I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, that's a risky move, man.
I'm trying to understand the mentality, and and there's no way I can, right? Because one, like, the guy's got more money than I probably will ever, more than likely will ever have.
Yeah, not at the path he's going. He gonna be like Micah poor soon. God damn.
And two, he got that money at a much younger age, and that stuff affects you. So I just want to understand. That's all. I just want to understand.
No, I mean, it's just ignorance. It's just ignorance. I don't know. Like, it's not, and it's not, ignorance is not even actually the right word, because it's not that he doesn't know.
Right.
It's arrogance. He doesn't care.
Yeah, that's what I mean, you can tell he doesn't care just by his first response to tell you everything you needed to know about what he thought about the backlash. He didn't care. He didn't think it would affect his bag until it did. And now he's only reason why he's putting on an apology is because he's losing opportunities from left to right. There's no way he came around in a week or two on his issue. No. He don't care.
No. And look, you don't need to come around. He knows
better. This nigga's my age. So if I know better, he knows better.
Right.
Right. Yeah. He's a piece of shit millennial, just like you. Like, I thought that's all they do. That's all they do.
Micah is again, I have said this before in the Discord group, but Micah bullies me regularly. I just don't have all the evidence on camera, but let this serve.
It's not like any of this is being recorded.
You know, actually, if you listen to the last episode on Gus Was Coming to Dinner, you'll see how I was maliciously verbally attacked by these two black men.
Speaking the truth, man.
And how they just continually lie on me. So if you want to know how straight black men can act when it comes to being disrespectful,
blackonblackcinema.com/fans. Join the Discord.
Yep.
There you go. And if you want to hear about how millennials are
y'all are millennials,
liars who use manipulate people and say the most egregious things.
I am incapable of manipulating anyone.
All you have to do is listen to us before we hit the record button.
Which I'll be releasing those files.
I don't know what y'all are talking
to
about.
WikiLeaks.
So.
I listened to the horrible things she said. She was like, "The baby is right." I hate all of those people. I was like, wow.
She was like, you guys say I don't find black men attractive. I think the baby is fine.
No one is going to listen to this and believe that.
Oh,
I like his.
You're right. No one is going to believe that you think a black man is fine. That's right. Exactly. See, I didn't disparage you at all. You just
you kind of again these lies.
You just admitted
because
it.
everyone knows that I am married to a bunch of men, several of whom happen to be black, and some of them are
Korean. Most of them are Korean. Yeah.
7 of them do happen to be Korean. Yes, I will.
7 of them all in the same group.
All in the same group. Ranging from the ages of 29 to 29
and a half.
4.
Gross.
4.
Robbing the cradle. Robbing the cradle.
See, we weren't wrong. She's disgusting. All right. I think that is it for us. Yeah, I'm not going to let you say anything.
I disagree with how this has ended.
Let me just mute your microphone. Let me just mute you real quick. All right. That's it for us. We will be back next week for Deep Cover. Again, you can watch it on HBO Max, starring Laurence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum, directed by the great Bill Duke. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.